Girl, let me be real with you. The reason he's not chasing you, not spoiling you, not putting a ring on your finger is because you're being way too nice. And I know, everybody told you that being sweet, being accommodating, being the good girl is the way to a man's heart. But let me break it to you. Being too nice is exactly why he feels so comfortable giving you the bare minimum. See, men don't fall in love with nice. Men respect boundaries. Men obsess over rarity. Men invest in what feels expensive. And if you've been out here acting like a clearance sale girlfriend, handing out your time, your attention, your energy for free, then don't be surprised when he treats you like you're free. But stay with me, sis, because in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to stop being the nice girl that gets overlooked and start being the expensive woman he'll chase, spoil, and fight to keep. And listen, you're going to want to stay until the end because I'm breaking down the 3-step strategy that turns you from discount to luxury brand energy. And when you master this, girl, men will never see you the same way again. Okay, let's start with this. Why does being too nice actually backfire with men? Here's the truth. People, not just men, but people in general, don't value what comes too easy. It's psychology 101. When something requires no effort, no challenge, no investment, our brains automatically label it as low value. That's why you don't frame the free flyer someone hands you on the street, but you'll frame that concert ticket you had to hustle to get. Same piece of paper, but one felt earned and the other didn't. Now translate that to dating. If every time he texts, you answer immediately, if every time he cancels plans, you forgive him instantly, if you're always available, always saying yes, always proving that you'll be there no matter how little he gives you, you just taught him one thing: you're easy to keep and hard to lose? Absolutely not. And listen, I know your heart. You're being nice because you think that's how you show love. You think if I give him everything, he'll see my worth. But baby, men don't measure worth by what you give. They measure worth by what they had to give up to get you. Let that sink in. That's why nice girls get overlooked. Nice girls get friend-zoned. Nice girls get breadcrumbed for years while he's spoiling the woman who gives him limits. Because being too nice removes the challenge. And men? Men are hunters by nature. If there's nothing to chase, nothing to fight for, nothing to risk losing, they simply don't value it. So yes, being too nice actually makes it harder for a man to see you as the woman he should commit to. But don't stress, sis, because now that you know the problem, I'm going to show you how to flip the switch. And it starts with understanding what it really means to be an expensive woman. Because expensive isn't about designer bags and 6-inch heels. It's about something way deeper. And when you understand it, you'll never settle for being the nice girl again. All right, let's get into it. What does being expensive actually mean? See, when I say expensive, I'm not talking about your credit card statement. I'm talking about your energy, your presence, your vibe. Expensive means you operate like a luxury brand. And here's the difference. There are 2 types of women out here. There's the discount store girlfriend. Always on sale, always available, always easy to get. She doesn't ask for much, she accepts whatever he gives, and she believes that if she just keeps giving, eventually he'll give back. Spoiler alert, he won't. And then there's the luxury brand girlfriend. She's rare. She has standards. She's not accessible to just anyone. To experience her, a man has to put in effort. He has to invest. He has to prove himself. And because of that, when he finally gets her, he values her. He protects her. He shows her off. He spends on her. Think about it like this. When you walk into Louis Vuitton, do you see big red signs that say sale, sale, sale? Nope. Luxury doesn't chase customers. Customers chase luxury. Luxury doesn't explain why it's worth it. It simply is. And that's the energy you need to carry in dating. Being expensive is about your boundaries. It's about exclusivity. It's about knowing that your love, your time, your attention, your body, these are premium and not everyone gets access. And let me tell you, men feel that energy instantly. When a woman is expensive, men step up. They know they can't play with her because she won't tolerate it. But here's the best part. You don't have to fake it. You don't need to pretend to be someone you're not. Being expensive isn't about putting on an act. It's about finally standing in your worth. It's about realizing, wait a minute, I am the prize. I don't need to beg, prove, or chase. He needs to prove to me why he deserves this spot in my life. And girl, once that clicks, whoa, game over. But listen, it's not enough to just think expensive. You need to act expensive. And that's where the strategy comes in. So let me break down exactly how to do it, step by step. Because if you master these rules, men will never treat you the same again. Let's get into it. But before I give you the 3 golden rules of being an expensive woman, let me just say this. Sis, if you're feeling these truth bombs right now, do yourself a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell. Because every week, I drop gems that will literally change the way men see you and the way you see yourself. And trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. All right, babe, let's get into the good stuff. The 3 golden rules of being an expensive woman. These are the rules that separate the girl he entertains from the woman he invests in. And if you master these, you will never again have to beg for love, attention, or commitment. Rule number 1, boundaries equals value. Listen, boundaries are not walls, they're gates. And you, my love, are the gatekeeper. Every time you enforce a boundary, you're signaling to a man, I know my worth, and I don't give it away cheap. Example, if he texts you at 2 a.m. saying, you up, and you roll over and answer, you just taught him you're available on his terms. But if you say, my phone goes off at night, I'll respond when I'm free tomorrow, you just taught him. If he wants your attention, he needs to approach you with respect. Boundaries create value because they separate the serious from the unserious. Rule number 2, scarcity, desire. Here's some evolutionary psychology for you. Humans crave what feels scarce. Diamonds aren't valuable because they're useful. They're valuable because they're rare. Your time, your attention, your body, your presence, all of these are your diamonds. When you hand them out like Halloween candy, they lose value. That's why being constantly available kills desire. It's why texting back instantly, canceling your plans for him, or letting him see you every night makes him comfortable instead of obsessed. Scarcity makes him chase. Scarcity makes him think about you when you're not there. Scarcity makes him realize, damn, if I don't step up, I might lose her. Rule number 3, investment equals commitment. Sis, let me tell you a secret. If a man is not investing in you, emotionally, financially, mentally, physically, he's not serious about you. Period. Men value what they pour into. When he spends money on you, when he spends time planning for you, when he goes out of his way to make you happy, those investments bond him to you. And listen, don't get it twisted. This isn't about being a gold digger. This is about reciprocity. If you're giving him your energy, your femininity, your softness, your care, then it is absolutely fair for him to give you resources, protection, and commitment in return. That's balance. The expensive woman knows. If he's not investing, he's not staying. So let's recap. Boundaries create value, scarcity fuels desire, and investment secures commitment. These 3 rules are the foundation of being expensive. But here's the catch, and I need you to lean in for this. If you try to play expensive without understanding the traps, you'll actually end up looking cheap. And I don't want you to fall into that mistake. So let's talk about it. Because so many women mess this part up, and it completely ruins their expensive energy. All right, so let's talk about the mistakes that make you look cheap, even when you're trying to act expensive. Because yes, there's a wrong way to do this. Mistake number 1, overplaying hard to get. Some women hear scarcity and think it means ignoring him, playing cold, or acting uninterested. That's not expensive. That's just annoying. Men can tell when you're faking it. Expensive women don't pretend they're busy. They actually are busy living their lives. Expensive energy is authentic, not forced. Mistake number 2, demanding without value. Let me be blunt. Some women make the mistake of demanding high effort, high investment, luxury treatment, but they're not bringing anything to the table. And when I say bringing something to the table, I don't mean paying half the bills or splitting dinner. I mean the emotional, feminine, nurturing, fun, inspiring energy that makes a man want to invest in you. If you're just demanding, but not giving an experience in return, that's not expensive. That's entitled. Mistake number 3, faking luxury. This one hurts, but sis, I've got to say it. Some women confuse expensive with material things. They max out credit cards. They fake a lifestyle. They act like they're balling when they're not. That's not expensive. Expensive is energy, not receipts. You can be rocking Zara and still be the most expensive woman in the room because it's not about the label, it's about how you carry yourself. So remember this, fake doesn't last, authenticity does. And here's the thing, once you avoid these mistakes, and once you truly embody expensive energy, there's a secret weapon you can layer on top that makes men not just respect you, not just desire you, but actually obsess over you. And this is where the magic happens. It's not just about being rare, it's about being unforgettable. Let me tell you how. Here's the secret sauce, babe. Emotional luxury. See, being expensive isn't only about limiting access. It's also about what kind of experience you give when a man is with you. Think about it. When someone buys a luxury car, it's not just about the car itself. It's about how they feel driving it. When someone eats at a luxury restaurant, it's not just about the food. It's about how the entire experience makes them feel. Men are the same. A man doesn't just want a woman who's rare. He wants a woman who makes him feel alive, inspired, admired, and seen. That's emotional luxury. When you can combine boundaries, scarcity, and investment with the ability to make a man feel like the best version of himself when he's around you, that's the recipe for obsession. That's when he says, I can't lose her. I'll do whatever it takes to keep her. And let me be very clear, emotional luxury doesn't mean being his therapist or fixing his problems. It means being his soft place, his joy, his peace. It's laughing together. It's admiring his strengths. It's giving him experiences with you that he can't get with anyone else. That's when you become irreplaceable. So how do you put this all together in your love life starting today? Let's wrap it up. All right, let's bring it home. Stop being too nice. Stop being the clearance rack. Stop giving away your energy for free. You are not a bargain. You are a luxury. And the sooner you start carrying yourself like it, the sooner men will start treating you that way. Remember the formula. Boundaries create value, scarcity fuels desire, investment secures commitment, and emotional luxury seals the deal. That's how you go from being overlooked to being adored. And babe, let me remind you of this one thing. You are not asking for too much. You've just been asking the wrong men. Expensive women never settle because they know their worth. Now, if this video spoke to you, do me a favor. Like it, subscribe to the channel, and turn on that notification bell. Because this sisterhood we're building, it's about to change the game for women everywhere. And I promise you, the next video I drop is going to take your love life to the next level. So until then, remember, stop being too nice and start being expensive. Because girl, you deserve nothing less.